Welcome back to another video, guys. We are back playing Ranked. Today in our first game we've got Gem Grab, Gem Fort. Quite a fun map. I really like the fact that you can have a mid and multiple lanes, or you can just have the different lanes. Squeak Ban is fine. Shade Ban, I don't think he's as rampant here, so I don't really agree with it. As for myself, I think a Mortis, a Lily, something like that. A Rico very strong as a lane. I want to get rid of it because I don't even have his hyper. In terms of their bans, they've gone with a Squeak and Shade as well, which is kind of crazy. And then the Byron, he's alright. I wouldn't really be banning him personally. The Edgar is kind of crazy. How am I still facing Edgars in Ranked in the big 2026? I'm going to go with Spike. I think he's going to be a pretty decent brawler, although their tick is going to be kind of annoying. But I know my Amber can play a really good lane. I should have probably played mid, but I think I might just go lane for now and then let them go mid, because at least that way I can help out best I can. I'm going to throw my way up. I can see the Leon here. I'm going to... Oh, in fact, there's a Fang here. So easy. That gadget Buffy is still so broken. I throw that and that Fang. I don't even know where the Fang's got at all. We're going to make our way up. Fang obviously knows that we're in this lane, so we're going to wait. Throw a couple shots out. Perfect. Tick does get me, unfortunately, because Fang gets me to one shot. But the Leon decided to completely swap lanes. My Edgar, once again, is just chilling in a bush. But literally, if you're an assassin and you see a thrower, just do one thing, and that's just take out the thrower. We get a lovely kill here, but unfortunately, we have no clue where Leon is. His entire right-hand side to himself. Edgar actually has a surprisingly really good jump, and he gets the kill, which is beautiful. I'm just going to jump up, take a few gems, because I know Tick's throwing his shots out, so I'll wait. I think I could have stolen a couple more gems. I'm going to throw that up there, and somehow they're still walking into my super, which is kind of crazy. Tick, we see you. What the hell is that? 2 tick shots gone. My gadget isn't back yet. It just came back, and unfortunately, we have to take that L. We're still up really decently, though. 8-3. This is perfect. Yeah, Fang, I had a feeling you were there. Fang with super is annoying because 2 of my teammates are kind of low. And then we've got the Leon on the left too. Leon, I know you're going to be in that bush, so I'm just going to keep throwing out shots. Leon, we know you're there. Leon, we know you are there. There you are. See, this dude thinks he can hide from me. You cannot hide from me. Nah. I've got hyper and super. I think I'm just going to play my hyper now and my gadget, get that Leon out the way. They're starting to get quite a few gems back because I've got really good mid control. But I've got hyper and super, so I should be pretty chill. Once again, my Edgar is just chilling. You know, he's on holiday, sunbathing. Throwing that out, that should be Tick gone. Tick is thankfully gone, but unfortunately I have to waste my life too. Thank God Edgar jumps in, gets that kill, and with 12 gems, we're perfectly fine. There's no way they're going to catch up to the Edgar. I can just keep throwing shots out. Leon does a super, but that vision gear coming in clutch, which means I can just chill here. I'm going to ensure that there's no way that this Leon's going to get through. Throw in my super, beautiful, sorry, my gadget and super. So many kills that Amber locks in. I think Edgar deserves star player, but we'll see how it goes. I get star player because I'm the absolute GOAT, 7-4. Let's move into the next game. Game number 2 is going to be Knockout New Horizons. One of my least favourite knockout maps, but it's fine, we'll lock it in. As far as bans go, I think Rico can once again be really strong here. Throwers are pretty decent picks here too. Once again, Spike, Ems, they're all pretty decent. The tick ban, I actually am quite a fan of. I think Gus is still such a strong brawler because you can play him everywhere. And then Edgar, I'm quite happy with that because I think Edgar's at like low ranked can still do really well because a lot of people were just going to play the weak brawlers and not think of taking counters. The buffied Ems is music to my ears. But then the level 9 ball, come on man. Once again, in the big 2026, how are you going to do this to me? I'm actually going to go with the Brock. I think it's a pretty decent option here. I think we're lacking range a bit. Because because my ball has no range. My Ems has some. And then yeah, against this cop where Mandy's going to outrange us, Spike can do pretty decent into our ball. The ball pick was kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to wait. Does that hit? It does not hit. That doesn't hit either. Knockout's a bit of a slow game, you kind of just have to chill. We've got a hit there, which is beautiful. I think 5 shots gets me my super, so I've just got to be smart with it. Mandy can probably do pretty decent against me here. Yeah, unfortunately. I do go down there, and it would have been fine if the ball was anybody else. We would have got a really nice trade. I don't know where this game is going. Even Gray's not even taking his teleport. This is the most passive game I've seen in my life. Ems walked out the bush right, and then walked back in. What on earth am I seeing? My ball is just target practice, absolutely just helping them practice how to aim. My Ems is just chilling in a corner, like what are you doing? You're literally in the closet, just get out of the goddamn closet. My Mandy, I don't know what she's doing. Gets 2 absolutely beautiful shots. She doesn't even waste her super to make it easy. The Gray and the Mandy can just pinch so easily, and we're going to have to go into the second round. So here, I know I can't be aggro at all. I've got to chill. My bull's giving a thumbs down even though he sat at the back for 3 hours. Look, he's literally going to sit in that bush and do nothing. You're not even charging super for this to even be a valid option. So Grey has got hyper super, which is very scary. That's a lovely shot onto him though. I know Mandy's somewhere. Mandy, I don't know what that super was. What on earth did I just see? Ems, what was that super too? Bull thankfully should get a kill there. He does lose his life at the same time. I think I got Mandy decently low, I would say. I'm trying to just throw out some shots. It's a 2v2 and my Ems is once again just hiding. I'm actually going to jump away there because I don't want to risk it at all. Mandy is a 3-tap and so is Grey, but I know he's going to want to try use his hyper portal. So I'm just not going to let him. Once again, Ems is just chilling, being active pressure. Grey has got his pull and he does hit, which is horrid. And then as long as I dodge that, which thankfully I timed my jump really well, we get a beautiful kill. And then from here, I'm 100% convinced my Ems is going to die right. But I've got a feeling that I can just clutch this up. So throwing a couple shots out, one shot, the Ems does actually get the kill, crazy. And we move it into the 3rd round. And then from here, I kind of think we need the same. My Ems isn't even trying to throw up. My ball's going into the most open side, which is crazy. I'm noticing a lack of squeak. Was he lagging? Potentially, but it hasn't been that big of a problem. I've got my hyper and my super. I think I'm going to throw that out, open as much as the walls as I can. That's a beautiful kill for my Ems there, actually locked in. Ball thankfully locks in. And then at this point, there's nothing that they can do. I'll throw the shot on and we get a beautiful kill. Finishing that off, Ems actually does deserve star player, but we went 2-1, which isn't too bad. And into game 3, we've got Bounty Dry Season. We've been blessed with some bounty, which I absolutely love. Dry Season, a map that once again, throwers are actually surprisingly really good on, which I'm very happy about. Your range brawlers can still do very well, and so can your aggros. I think the Mandy ban is very chill, it can be very strong. I've actually gone with the Squeak just because I feel as though it's just chilling there and I don't like it. And then the Colt, I think the Brock ban isn't too bad. On their side, Squeak as well. Mortis is lovely because they've got rid of one of the main aggros. And then Bell too. I really do like playing Bell here and I can't. With a Grey and a Piper, I think they've got pretty decent range. And the Grey's got health, so I'm actually going to go with a Tick. I think it's pretty good for area control. And then looking at their comp, they actually do have an Edgar and a Crow, which are both assassins, which is kind of scary. But I've got the right gadget to ensure that I think I'm going to be okay. I've got a feeling that my Grey will probably cook pretty well here. So we're just going to see how it goes. Getting a couple shots onto that Crow already is absolutely beautiful. Somehow they take a trade. No, they don't. He doesn't even get the kill. Oh my god, this Crow might be the luckiest guy in existence. We all know he's in the right bush, so we're going to chill. That was a really nice Grey, and that should be a kill as well. Beautiful. We're still down 2 stars, but Crow, I see where you are. You have nowhere to run. There is no way you survive this encounter. Beautiful. Thank you, Grey, for making that shot. You do have far too many stars though now, which is kind of scary. I'm going to try throw some shots out onto this Edgar so that I know now that he's got his super, we kind of want to get him low so he can't jump in. Crow's just sitting behind a wall like, bro, I can shoot you behind a wall. It's the whole point. I'm a thrower. We're opening up the map pretty decently well, and a beautiful and well-timed gadget from me gets us that kill. It would put us in a really good place. Imagine getting no kills with your actual shots, but getting kills with your gadget as ticks. Kind of wild. My Grey's playing pretty nicely. That Piper, I don't really think opening that up was that worth it. That Crow super is very scary though. I do miss my gadget that time, but once again my Grey's there to just absolutely bail me out. Edgar, lock in. We need to kill you. This Grey's got amazing tech. Look at that. And of course, my beautiful super gets rid of the Edgar. We're up 5 stars, but that is literally the difference between a Grey dying. Oh my god, Grey with another kill. I don't even know what my Piper's doing. Like, Veal is. You're just chilling in the back. Throwing as many shots as I can down. I've got a hyper super, which is beautiful. I think I'm going to throw that up because Piper... In fact, it does hit the Crow, but I think Crow somehow... No, Crow doesn't survive, thankfully. Getting a couple kills, we're on 5 stars, which is pretty nice. And I get that beautiful kill onto the Piper, that's GG. Looking at the stats, I don't know how the hell my Piper went 0-4. But let's move into our next game. Unfortunately, game number 4 is going to have to be Knockout. God, get rid of Knockout in this game, man. I absolutely hate it. But Out in the Open's not terrible. For some reason, I never ever get Out in the Open as a map. So please comment down below. Do you ever get Out in the Open as a Knockout map? And what's the most common one you get? So in terms of bans, I'm going to get rid of the Gus here. And then I actually quite like the Spike and Bell bans. But on their side, Piper out is fine. I do really like it. But Mandy and Kit are going to be really good. Other assassins are still going to be really strong. Like, we're talking about Lily's still going to be very, very good. And there's plenty of long-range brawlers. I do really like that B. I think it's a great pick. Please don't be a hacker. I'm actually going to go with an Angelo. I don't ever play it, so I want to practice it a bit more. And then that Colette pick is kind of crazy. We might actually sell because of it. On this side, they've also got an Angelo, which is nice. Ruffs is great, and Amber's not too bad. I think we do have comp this time. I'm just going to be on this water, just chilling. Angelo, for some reason, doesn't go on the water side. He goes and takes my lane, so I'm just going to chill. Is that a hit? Nope. It's kind of L take if you actually miss your Angelo shots, because you have to wait so long to hit charge you up again. We're still doing pretty well, keeping them back. My B provided so much pressure and forced them back into the spawn. This is a perfect place to be. The refs can't do anything. I do get hit, which means I'm just going to sit back and chill. I know he's going to go for that shot there because he's a bit of a predictable fuck. So we're just going to wait back here, throw a shot out. Still missing. We're still only a third of the way to our super, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, a beautiful kill onto the Amber. She was just caught out in a position. A beautiful shot onto the Angelo too. We've got them low. Unfortunately, B steals my kill, which is kind of annoying. I do miss my shot there, but somehow B gets another beautiful shot there. What on earth did I just see? So we're going to go in for the same again, back down to that left-hand side. And Angelo decides to go again, gets the kill onto me immediately too. I play my super just to heal, and just because I know people are going to be in that bush. And so if I can get some shots on, it'll be nice. I get a bunch of shots on, to be honest, which is really nice. Unfortunately, that Ruffs does take me out, but I think I took him out too. And at this point of the 2v2, I kind of think they have matchup. Angelo can just keep throwing shots out. Once again, Colette actually can't do anything at all. Like, what actually value do you provide? My B, for some reason, needs to actually heal. But, I mean, Angelo's not healing, so there's a small chance. No, there's not. Nope, nope, nope. Although, this is a 1v1, which is kind of crazy. I think my B just needs to play it quite not too aggressively. Like, throw out shots and just kind of, in the end game, just get, like, your hyper super and just end the game. So just trying to see what he's trying to do. Good Angelo super actually, although we know exactly where you are, you're just behind that one wall. It's kind of annoying we don't have a wall break, so we can take that out. But, I mean, beyond Ruffs, neither team has a wall break, so it's kind of okay. Although, Amber can clear the bushes if she ever gets a super. And then Angelo, that was actually a really goated shot, but it's nice to know he's not playing Jump Angelo, because we didn't get to figure that out. I'm going to lock in this last game and try and carry us, because I really want this game. I haven't even been using that bush for you to want to take that out, so that's kind of funny. Ruffs, I see you. I'm not going to let you hit me though. And then I'm not getting a good angle on either of these brawlers, although we get a lovely shot onto the Ruffs. I'm not going to allow this dude's gadget to take me out this time, so I'm just going to hold back. Maybe I should heal up and get my shield gear, but you know what? It's fine. Once again, B's provided us with the amazing pressure that we needed. Just going to try throw some shots out. With Amber down, it's going to be pretty chill. Although, of course, my Colette had to go. Like, what does Colette genuinely do once again? That should be a pretty decent kill. My B, once again, just absolute hard carrying. And then from here, I can probably just get, like, 2 shots onto this dude. Throw away a jump. And that's beautiful light work win. Of course, B actually does deserve star player there. And we went 1-1. But, oh my god, Colette, what do you do? Let's move into our last game. And into our last game, we've got Heist, A Bridge Too Far. We've been kind of lucky to get all of the game modes but Brawl Ball in this video, which is lovely. Here, I kind of want to ban the Chuck and the Miko. I think they're going to be 2 very good picks. In fact, this dude bans the Chuck for me, which is absolutely perfect, so I'll just do the Miko. Then apart from that, any really long range brawlers or assassins you can ban. I think even like a Crow, I still, to the best of my ability, have no clue how to play Crow in Heist, but people still make it work. And then in terms of bans, the Piper and the Penny, they wouldn't be my go-to bans, but I'm okay with it. I'm actually going to go with a Colt. I haven't got any of the buffies for Colt, and I don't really play him a bunch because I'm waiting to try and buy his buffies. But I'm going to try practice him as well. He's a great brawler even without him, so I'm going to have a good time with it. A Power 9 Rico. Oh, God's sake. I don't know why this is my life, unfortunately. But let's see how this goes. We've also got a Mandy, which is going to do pretty well. I kind of think in this game I'm going to get a lot of kills, but I might die quite a few times trying to keep my lane. Rico not going onto a lane with a wall, like, I don't hate him on mid actually, now that I think about it. And then here, my Amber, it's not a terrible lane. I am unfortunately lagging because the servers, ever since the update, have been kind of L, so I've been having to wait. I do see the Colt, and I'm like, I could defend you, but that's kind of why we have a Mandy. Amber is going to get absolutely clipped, which is beautiful. We get a lovely kill there. Come on, let's go. I think this Colt will probably get me here. Yeah, that lag is actually doing my head in. I'm not trying to make excuses. I still just think this game is going to be pretty winnable. I think I'm going to go back onto the mid lane this time. I mean, I've got pretty much a very nice matchup onto the Amber, so I'm going to chill. She is getting taps onto me, which is nice. Please don't touch me. I don't want to be touched up by an Amber. Get a beautiful gadget onto her and slow her down. But unfortunately, my auto-aim isn't auto-aiming today. They have got the first shield down, which is kind of scary. I'm not sure about that puddle. Like, Amber, why are you creating puddles here? I should get a lovely kill there, and I think I'm just going to throw this super on here, try and get the shield down. Perfect. The game's pretty much even, and we've got the Amber down too. Mandy, I'm not quite sure what you're shooting at because the entire team's dead, but alright. That was a bit of a bad super from me, but I think I'm going to blame the lag for that one. Rico Loki cooking the Mandy Hyper. Oh my god, I cannot believe how that is still real. We are still up like 7%. We're going to ignore our high saves number because we don't do that here. But another beautiful kill from myself. Amber is just chilling there. I should be able to get a decent super onto her. Mostly, she still unfortunately does live. Oh no, we get her out, which is nice. Crow has got hyper super and doesn't use the hyper, but just use the super. I've got pretty much free matchup onto this high safe, and if not, Amber, you are going to get absolutely destroyed. I see you wanting to shoot that puddle, and unfortunately, you're not going to get the chance. I thought about going back for the Colt, but I think I just want to get a super. Crow, thank you for walking into my super, by the way. I really need that. These Clash players, SMH, the game is still so even. I feel as though I've done like 6 kills already, but you know what? We just need to lock in. It is kind of scary because there's only 20 seconds to go, which means we're really going to have to do well. Amber's going to probably try to do really well. I actually get a really nice super that clips both of them. And in this position, we're up by 5%, and I could defend, but I think we just need to lock in. He does miss that, and unfortunately, it's going to be quite an even game. It's all up to that Rico to lock in. Oh my god, I think the Rico and my Mandy actually lock in and do it, and we win by a cool 12%. Of course, looking at the stats, we both went 10-4, but Mandy, I'll give it you. Thank you all very much for watching the video. I really hope you've enjoyed. Please comment down below what your favourite knockout map is, because I hate them all. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.